Anybody here originally from Connecticut? You. My least favorite new food chain is Connecticut Muffin. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. I don't know how they came up with that name. It's like, you know what we gotta do to sell these muffins? Tell everybody they're from Connecticut, land of the muffin. Like, Connecticut Muffin sounds like what a rich person uses instead of the word, you know? She's a real Connecticut Muffin, that one. You could make Connecticut Muffin badass if you tried. Like, Connecticut Muffin sprawls across the TV screen in flames, and then Ted Nugent kicks through and starts a blueberry muffin on a Confederate flag, and he's like, "The South shall rise again, along with this muffin top, Connecticut Muffin. Eat one or we'll Connecticut your dicks off." As I mentioned before, I am single. I was at a bar the other night, hitting on this girl, and about halfway through, she said, "You remind me of a heavier Charles Manson." That's what she said to me. Like, how can you make "you remind me of Charles Manson" even more insulting? It's like, "You remind me of Adolf Hitler, but with less personality." Being single sucks now, man. They got a Whole Foods singles night? How pretentious is that? I want to see a ShopRite singles night. That's what I want to see. Like, a Whole Foods singles night is like, "Oh my God, we like the same couscous. Let's get a Chardonnay." ShopRite singles night is like, "Hey, after you help me steal this Capri Sun, can you help me raise my kids?" My girlfriend left me about 10 months ago. You know, I don't want to say left me as much as she free willy jumped over me and I touched her stomach on the way down. It's interesting, I've gotten my heart broken by women twice. The first time I got my heart broken and somebody asked me what went wrong, I was like, "She's a jerk, that's what went wrong." But when you're the one who messes up a relationship and people ask you what happened, you start to sound like the head of FEMA after Katrina. People are like, "Dan, what happened with you and Amy?" And I'm like, mistakes were made. There wasn't enough oversight. We're working around the clock to make sure this doesn't happen again. Thank you. A lot of my guy friends were like, "Well, did you send her an angry email?" And I'm like, any woman who's stayed with me for more than 6 months does not get an angry email. If anything, she deserves a medal ceremony. It's like, "Coming in silver, Christina Ryan, for pretending not to notice Dan crying during Land Before Time." And gold, Jen Malik, for letting Dan be the spoonee because he was afraid of a tree outside their window. I feel bad for women, though, because as, like, guys, we can be tits or asses, guys. That's pretty sweet, right? Women don't have that. Like, you can't be a dick or a balls girl. That doesn't work. She just said both. You got a winner, buddy. I'm a balls girl. Put both balls inside my and I call it the devil's falafel. That doesn't work at all. Devil's falafel, I'm selling the puppets outside. I'm the next Jeff Dunham. Don't forget it. Don't forget it. I knew things were starting to go south with me and the ex. We went out for Cuban food right before we broke up, and she started to turn into Robert Duvall. Here's why. The waiter asked, "Would you like beans or rice with your meal?" And she said, beans is fine. She said beans is fine. Not beans are fine. I'm like, honey, did you just put down a horse? Beans is fine is the saddest 3-word sentence in the English language. Besides crops dried up or daddy done dead. Those are the only things sadder. Stop sounding like an Oregon Trail character who dies halfway through the journey. The worst, the worst part about being single is being a third wheel, especially if you're out with a couple in the beginning stage of a relationship where everything they do is precious and adorable. I went out with this couple and the girl leaned in and goes, Dan, you're never gonna guess what me and Jeremy did last Friday. I shouldn't say anything. I can't say anything. I shouldn't say anything. In my head, I'm going, please don't say anything. Please don't say anything. Please. Okay. We queued up the Netflix. We rented Apollo 13. We made space helmets out of tinfoil. And we pretended that we were lost in space with Tom Hanks. Oh my God, I shouldn't have said anything. I can't believe I said anything. I shouldn't. You're right, you shouldn't have said anything. Because I don't know if you've seen Apollo 13. The first half of the movie, the astronauts are up in space and they're enjoying it. The second half, they just get really sick and think they're gonna die up there. You don't dress like characters from a depressing movie. That's not Lord of the Rings. That's not Star Wars. I don't go, hey guys, you gotta come to my place this Friday. You gotta come to my place. Movie party. But remember to bring your bellhop costumes because we're watching Hotel Rwanda. You don't do that. I want to get in a really unhealthy relationship and pass off our dysfunction as something couples do. Like, guys, you're never going to guess what me and Roxy did last Friday. I shouldn't say anything. I can't say anything. I shouldn't say anything. What did you do, Dan? What did you do? She made mashed potatoes. They weren't warm enough. I beat the shit out of her. Oh, my God. I shouldn't have said anything. I can't believe I said anything.